Hello guys, myself Ch.5, Standard 8, Chapter number 5, Combustion and Fossil Fuels. In the previous video, as we have learnt about the fossil fuels, natural sources, there are two types of the sources were inexhaustible, exhaustible natural resources. What is the meaning of inexhaustible natural resources? That means ki limitless supply of sources. This is inexhaustible. And inexhaustible natural resources are which is certain limited, right? That be possible to be finished in the nearest future. And fossil fuels are non-renewable resources. That means it is possible to be finished in the next few years, right? Now we have learned about that coal, types of coal. Anthracite is the highest carbon content present in the anthracite coal, 92 to 98%. Then bituminous, that means the percentage of carbon is 60 to 80%. And these uses which are useful to generate electricity, right? And anthracite is also useful for the to get high heating temperature, that means ki to get high temperature. Then lignite percentage of carbon was 25 to 35%, and it is called as the lowest grade of coal, and this is useful in the power generation. Then we have discussed about the formation of coal. So before millions years ago, what happened? Plant that was buried under the ground, and there was the one sediments. So due to the high pressure, what happened? There were different types of the coal as formed, like anthracite, bituminous, and lignite, right? Then after the qualification of coal, that means ki by the burning of in the absence of air, when coal has been heated by 1000 degrees Celsius, so three substances, coke, coal tar, and coal gas has been obtained, and uses we have learned. Then petroleum. So petroleum, how petroleum was formed, same process, right? Then refining process of petroleum has been explained. What is the fractional distillations? So by the different boiling temperature, the different types of the components like petrol, diesel, kerosene has been obtained from this fractional distillation of petroleum. So this was explained in the last video. Now today what are we going to discuss? Limitations of fossil fuels we will learn, right? Okay guys, let's discuss about the limitations of fossil fuels. So first limitation is fossil fuels are exhaustible resources. That means in the next future there are no enough quantity of the fossil fuels, because it is very limited quantities. That means we need to find out some other ways of uses of fuel, right? Because in the earth crust there are no, that means within 50 to 70 years is all the fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene, coal will be finished. So after the 50 years there is a big problem of the fuel, big problem of the energy resources, right? So in the future there might be possible to be finished. So second one is burning fossil fuels causes pollution. So actually what happens? Whatever petrol, diesel, kerosene, coal we are burning for the energy resources, so after the burning what happens? There will be carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide will be released in the air by the burning of coal and any other oil like petrol, diesel, kerosene. Sulfur monoxide and sulfur dioxide will be also released in the air. Then what happens? This sulfur dioxide and sulfur monoxide या तो nitrogen dioxide will be mixed with the water vapor which is present in the atmosphere, right, and it forms one type of the nitric acid. Suppose NO2 mixes with the H2O in the air, so it will form the nitric acid, right, and same way suppose SO2 or SO3 sulfur dioxide or sulfur trioxide will mix with water which is present in the atmosphere, it forms H2SO4, that means ki sulfuric acid, right, and this pH wala, that means ki pH value wala water will be transparent, that means ki will fall on the surface of water, that means ki by the rain, right. So this is called as acid rain. And what happens during the acid rain? Whatever important buildings are important structures like Taj Mahal is made up of white marble, right. So right now due to the acid rain or due to the gases, harmful gases like sulfur dioxide, trioxide and nitrogen dioxide which is present in the air, due to this there are pale yellow color is of white marble of Taj Mahal, right. And second thing, due to the too much gases of carbon dioxide and monoxide, the earth ka temperature will be increases. So what happens? Whatever snow and whatever ice present at the polar region, it will start to melt, and slowly the level of the ocean, that means ki water level increases, right. So there will be big problem in the future, might be ki there will be tsunami due to the high level of the earth atmosphere, high level of the water in the oceans, right. And due to this too much gases, there will be certain disease in our body also, like respiratory disease, lungs disease, then headaches, dizziness, and death on extreme vapor. Due to the extreme vapor of the gases, there will be death also. Then asthma disease. So these are all the disease causes in our body due to the pollution of atmosphere, pollution of air, due to this due to the burning of this harmful substances, due to the burning of this petroleum. Okay guys, our next topic is how to conserve of fossil fuels, right. What is the conservation of the fossil fuels? So guys, we know that ki fossil fuels are non-renewable, that means ki it is very difficult to renew it again, right. So what are the steps to be taken to reduce the uses of these fossil fuels? That's why we can use it for the next year, use it for a long period of time, right. So first of all, using extinct reserves of the fossil fuels judiciously, that means कि लॉन्ग टाइम के लिए हमें फॉसिल फ्यूल्स यूज़ करना है, तो उसके लिए कुछ दूसरा हमें वेज फाइंड करना चाहिए, उसका दूसरा दैट मीन्स कि ऑप्शन फाइंड करना चाहिए. सेकंड, यूजिंग अल्टरनेट सोर्सेज ऑफ एनर्जी सच एज विंड एनर्जी. तो इन प्लेस ऑफ द फॉसिल फ्यूल्स यूज रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी सोर्सेज like solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, nuclear energy, right. These types of the energies we have to use. That's why we can save the quantity of these fossil fuels, right. Now what are the few things, that means ki to reduce the usage of the fossil fuels, what are the steps should be taken? So first is use the public transport. Nowadays we can see that there is too much traffic on the road, right. So use the public transport. So suppose in the bus there are 30-35 people can travel, right. But if we travel by a personal vehicle, so there will be 30 or 35 cars, the motorbike will be. So it will be one type of the wastage of the fossil fuels, one type of the wastage of the petrol and diesel. So use the public transport like bus, right, instead of the private vehicles. That's why it reduces the uses of petrol and diesel. Now second one, conserve electricity at home, right. unnecessary use of electricity, please avoid it. And at school also, at college, at office also, at any places also, right? Now we have to switch, that means we have to use solar power heater and solar water heater also, and so solar panel is also useful nowadays to generate electricity. Also we can use these types of the renewable sources, right? That's why it reduces the usage of this coal and petrol, right, at power station which generates electricity. Now third one, next one is that is use the 3Rs concept, that means reduce, reuse and recycle, right? So these are the steps which can be followed, which must be followed by the each and every citizens of our country, right, to reduce the fossil fuels. That's why we can continue, we can use this all the fossil fuels for a long period of time. Otherwise in the next coming future, that means in the nearest future, is possible to be finished, this all the fossil fuels will not be available. Okay guys, thank you, have a nice day. Okay guys, take out exercise. What is the homework of today? MCQ number 6, solve in textbook. Then turn your page. Question number 5. Then short question answers. Question number 7 and long question number 5. Write it down, this short and long, in fair notebook. Okay guys, thank you, have a nice day.